Happy New Moon in Leo, everyone. I hope you're all doing well. I can't believe that we're already on the new moon. So the new moon in Leo is going to be a time where we step into our confidence. The spotlights may be upon us. We get the rewards and recognition we've been striving for. And so I feel that there is going to be a positive energetic shift where we gain more confidence. Obviously, Leo rules the strength card in the tarot, so it is a time to be daring, a time to be brave and courageous as well. And so it may be that it's time to take a leap of faith. But you are supported, please know that. And the universe rewards courage, determination, ambition. If you're looking to create something new, if you're looking to form a new path for yourself, now is the time. And to just go for it, go for your dreams. Because with Leo energy, it's all about taking action. It's about taking the lead in a situation, because Leos are natural leaders of the zodiac. You could be looking to get a promotion into a leadership role, or maybe you're being called to step into the role of teacher to teach others all the beautiful knowledge that you have. It's time to share those beautiful gifts and talents. And so I think at this point we're going to finally see the abundance and prosperity we deserve as a result of all the hard work we've been putting in. Leo is a fixed sign of the zodiac, and so it will also affect the other fixed signs, so Scorpio, Taurus and Aquarius as well. So if you have any of those signs as your sun, moon or rising along with Leo, then this is going to be a really powerful new moon for you. So set your intentions, manifest, manifest, manifest. So let's see what guidance we have for you from Spirit for this new moon in Leo. So it will be falling on the 28th or the 29th of July, depending on where you are in the world. So let's start with Moonology Manifestation Oracle cards for a collective message. What is our guidance on this new moon in Leo? Let's see what Spirit wants us to know. We're so close to Lammas or Lughnasadh. I love this time of the year where we're witnessing the first harvest. Oh gosh, I just had a card fall on the floor. So the card is New Moon in Scorpio, go deeper. Okay, so for some of you, this is going to be a time of deep reflection and healing. Emotional trauma may be coming up to the surface that needs acknowledging. So it's a time to sit with those emotions, rest and retreat, acknowledge your feelings, and then release them, let go. So with this card, Scorpio is very much about diving into your shadow self, diving into the depths of your soul. So it may even be that you would benefit from a soul retrieval, which is a shamanic practice, because it could be that you feel a piece of your soul is missing and you need to reclaim that missing piece. So because of this message and because of the greens on this card, it is a time of deep healing. Green is associated with the heart chakra, especially the divine masculine aspect of yourself. So if you have a wounded divine masculine, if you have trust issues as a result of relationships with men in your life that have been challenging, then this is the time to work on that self-healing, self-acceptance, self-nurture, forgiveness as well. Forgiveness will set you free. The path of forgiveness is not easy. It's very challenging. It can be very difficult when someone has hurt you deeply as well. But it is something that takes time and patience with yourself. If you can start that journey of forgiveness, it's actually allowing yourself to set yourself free, to liberate yourself from the trauma and pain that you carry. It's not forgetting how you were mistreated, but it is giving yourself permission to move on. and so you're not then haunted by this negative energy that keeps cropping up for you as a result of this open wound that you have in your heart chakra. So really value yourself, lots of self-compassion, self-care, and going deep within your soul to work on self-healing. Next, I'm going to pull from the Secret Language of Light cards. So I love these cards. They're a new deck that I purchased from the Chalice Well Gardens in Glastonbury when I was away there at the weekend. So I initiated this deck in the Chalice Well Gardens. So they are very special. So let's just see, as a collective, what guidance we have. See what Spirit wants us to know on this new moon in Leo. So this is our card. We have number 8, meditation. So number 8, the infinity number, which reminds us of death and rebirth, that we are always in cycles, experiencing new beginnings and endings, but after an ending comes a new beginning again. So I do feel that this again is about self-reflection, journeying within, very much like the card that I've just pulled for us. So regular devotional spiritual practice is so important for your well-being. This is something that came up for me whilst I was in Glastonbury. I recognised I wasn't doing enough soulful practice for myself, for my own self-care. So you know, it really gave me the time and space to work on self-healing, self-compassion, self-nurture, and journey within for myself to explore my inner world. And I really found it very therapeutic to sit outdoors in the Chalice Well Gardens in nature, because I find that when you're out in nature, you're in that space where your aura is cleared by the nature spirits, and so you automatically feel like you're a clearer channel to receive your divine guidance. And it's just about sitting quiet where you won't be distracted, and then just acknowledging any thoughts that may pop into your head, you know, because quite often those are messages, they're divine messages. You know, it's not the monkey mind, the chatter, the negative thoughts that come in. It's putting those to one side, but really kind of quietening the mind and then listening to what inner guidance comes. It's about patience. Meditation isn't always easy, especially if you are someone that is quite restless by nature. Also, if you're female, the state of meditation practice is connecting with the divine masculine, and so sometimes we can struggle to get into that trance-like state as easily as if we were male, for example. So things like dance and creating beautiful paintings or making things with our hands can really help to get us into that trance-like state when we're connecting with our divine feminine. Spending time in the bath as well. So it's finding your way that is best suited so that you can really journey within for that self-reflection. And then obviously perseverance, practice. You don't have to do hours of meditation every single day, even if it's just 5 minutes a day where you can sit quietly and listen. That will be amazing for your health and well-being. And then it's about journaling afterwards, you know, if you want to, if thoughts come up that, you know, you want to explore further on paper, then you should definitely do that. Could even be that you have inspired ideas for creative projects as a result of sitting quietly. So, you know, again, you may want to create art afterwards. You may want to explore your emotions through sacred dance, for example. So it is about making sure you make time for yourself and your spiritual devotional practice. I hope that makes sense. And last of all, I'm going to pick from the Priestess of Light Oracle. I love these cards. I really feel there is big Leo energy with these cards because there's lots of big cats that feature in this deck as well. So let's just see what our parting message is as a collective for this new moon in Leo. What is it that Spirit wants us to know? Okay, so this is our card. So we have number 22, which is a master number. 2 and 2 is 4 as well. So the number 4 is very much about getting organised, structure, safety, security. I also associate it with the month of April and the Emperor, or the sign of Aries. Telepathy, transmission, perception, communication. So we have a female shaman on this card, or medicine woman. She's holding a sacred piece of wood, which is really helping her to ground and anchor herself in the present. We've also got the spirit wolf with her on this card as well. So the wolf may well be one of your guides, one of your spirit animals, power animals, animal totems, however you perceive the wolf spirit. The wolf is very much about spending time alone, but also spending time within their pack as well, and making sure there's a balance of both. So it could be that this is a message for some of you to make sure that you're making sure you're having enough time to yourself, but also spending time with loved ones as well. And so this to me is about our psychic gifts. So telepathy, I think, is a psychic gift that we all possess, but we have forgotten how to tap into that talent or ability. It's very much as a result of oppression as a human race. The way that we have been taught to switch off our psychic abilities, but quite often we can have telepathic thoughts. This can sometimes be sensing another person's thoughts, feelings and emotions without even having to ask them. You can just read their energy. This is sometimes just sitting in silence with a close friend or a loved one, and both having exactly the same thought at the same time, and then you both blurt it out and you're not quite sure which one of you said it first. So that again is a sign of telepathy. And when we think of dolphins, they obviously have sonar ability as well to navigate the world around them, which again is very similar to telepathy. You know, where they're able to energetically connect with their environment and their surroundings. And so because we came from the ocean, our race came from the water, it makes sense to me that we would also have that type of gift to sense our surroundings and sense energy. When you think about driving in your car, and you know, it could be that you've got a feeling that a car's going to pull out of a junction, and then you approach the junction and you see a car pulling out a bit too close to when you're driving along, and that's because you're picking up energetically. Your stomach is telling you to drive carefully because you can already perceive that potential problem or hazard when you're driving. So it's just another way energetically of understanding and connecting with our surroundings and looking out for danger, because obviously that goes back to our tribal roots, where we were obviously in fight or flight mode because, you know, we were quite vulnerable as a species in ancient times when we were first evolving. We had animalistic instincts, and so we still have that within us, and that's why a lot of us will experience anxiety, for example, because that's a natural reaction to when you feel outside of your comfort zone and you're in that fight or flight mode where you're assessing your surroundings and the situations you find yourself in, and then adjusting to that environment and the people you surround yourself with. So it is about paying attention to your divine gifts, your psychic gifts, your sensitivities, and honouring those gifts, and recognising when you are actually experiencing telepathy. And, you know, again, this can tell you things. You know, it is that inner voice, that inner knowing. When you have hunches about certain things, it's for a reason. You may have a thought pop into your mind, it's for a reason. So just pause, listen to that thought, feel into the energy. Why has that cropped up for you? Is it a warning? Is it a warning to be cautious? Is it helping you to make a decision on a direction? These are all ways that we can connect with our higher self, that part of us that resides in the spirit world, that is all-knowing, all-seeing. So I feel like this is going to be a highly psychic time for a lot of us on this new moon in Leo. So I hope the messages resonated, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm wishing you all a beautiful new moon, and I hope that it is an abundantly blessed time for us all. I look forward to connecting with you all very, very soon. Mwah. Take care.